Hello everybody, welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Friday, October 25th, 2024. We are back with our best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach and welcome to Being the Odds. Today we have a massive card today, and I actually really like it. We have 3 NBA plays, 2 college football plays, a pick for the game 1 of the World Series, and 2 NHL plays. Well, let's recap yesterday's results. So yesterday, we had basically a break-even day. Members only best bet Rams +3. That was by far our biggest bet unit-wise. We caught the dub. It's just honestly a blessing to be this sharp in all seriousness because we had a break-even day yesterday, but this is our biggest bet by a mile. And 90% of the bets in some sports books were on the Vikings. I just don't know how anyone would have gone with that. Next members only was Syracuse +5.5. I also don't know why anyone would go with that. Kyle McCord is horrible. Like, my God, he was bad in last game. Spurs +8.5. That kind of blew. We should have gotten that one. Over 5.5 Calgary and Carolina. That was a win. Broke even a little bit yesterday. Over 47.5 Minnesota and Los Angeles. That was our biggest free play bet as far as units go. That was a win. Aaron Jones over 96.5 rush plus receiving yards. Lost it by 2 yards. Brutal. Obvious face mask against Sam Darnold in the end zone. Don't know how they missed that. Cub over 68.5 receiving yards. L. Oklahoma City +1.5. They're the real fucking deal. Kings +1. That sucked. And then we had the over 6.5 Utah and Colorado. That we lost that one by half a goal. And then we had the under 6.5 St. Louis Toronto. We won that one by half a goal. So kind of overall, not a bad spot. You guys see the records underneath us. I feel really good about where we are overall for the season, just about every single sport. And like I said, we have a pretty massive card today that I cannot wait to go over with you guys. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these best bet videos every single day. Going after 15,000 subs, so I'm really excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So let's jump into the plays that we have today, okay? First play we're gonna roll with is gonna be USC -13.5 versus Rutgers. This line makes no sense whatsoever. Zero. I'm not even sure how Vegas just looks at themselves and puts a line up like this because they are setting a trap so obviously for people who are betting on Rutgers today. It's ridiculous. How on earth is USC favored by this much? Even if they are at home, I do understand that. They are begging you, and I mean, Vegas is begging you to bet on Rutgers today because it's like, oh my God, 13.5 points. Rutgers got a good defense, and USC hasn't looked that good the last few weeks. USC is going to absolutely boat race this team today. I mean, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath beatdown today for USC. Miller Moss is a really solid quarterback. They've got good skill guys over the place, and they're coming off a loss. And they're at home. Plus, Rutgers has got to fly across the country, the entire country, to go and play this USC team. And if you've looked at teams this year in college football that have gone across the country, they have not fared well against the spread whatsoever. USC, I think, is a little underrated. And Kaliak Mathis, the quarterback for Rutgers, is so shitty. I don't know how he keeps getting scholarship offers. I mean, he is like 28 years old and he's playing college football. But USC's gonna win this game by 17 to 21 points today. It's gonna be a beatdown. Give me USC -13.5 versus Rutgers. Next, we're with Boise -3.5 versus UNLV. This is a square play without question. 100% a square play with Boise, but I'm rolling with it because this UNLV team's been a good story. Interesting story with the Sluka stuff. But they're going to get waxed today. Boise State's defense is better than people think. I mean, they just are. And on top of that, Austin Janney for Boise is the Heisman front runner without question. He's a great running back. But I don't trust his UNLV's defense to keep him in check. I mean, he's going to run wild on this team because this UNLV defense is not good at all. Their offense is great. Could be a shootout. Another play I'm thinking about doing is the over. In this game, I'm not betting the over, but it could be another one for you all. But I'm going with Boise State here -3.5 versus UNLV. It's a square play. I mean, just call me a square for this one, but I think they win this game by 7 to 10 points. Give me Boise -3.5 versus UNLV. Next, go with the Rockets -2.5 versus the Grizzlies. The sharp money is all over the Rockets here today, and I don't trust this Grizzlies team at all. I just don't. We had the Jazz last game. Jazz actually lost the game but covered, which was great. I think the Rockets win this game by a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if this spread got to 3.5 or 4. And the Rockets have steadily improved in the last 2 years. I really like Ime Udoka as the coach. The Rockets are at home. They have a nice mix of young and old players, and they have guys who legitimately can guard Ja. It's going to be a really interesting matchup with Dylan Brooks versus John Morant in this game. They have also, I don't think the Grizzlies have any answer for Alperen Sengun. I mean, that's something that, you know, people who don't watch basketball will tell me, like, what are you talking about? Like, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a defensive player, you know. I don't think they have an answer for Alperen Sengun. And I also just think that they've got a nice little mix. They're at home. The Grizzlies just, I don't know. I just don't trust this team at all. And the sharp money today is all over the Rockets, and the public is all over the Grizzlies because Ja's there. Give me the Rockets minus 2.5. They're gonna win this game by a good amount. This next one is disgusting. I look at this game. I don't even know how I don't know how I'm gonna bet it, but I am betting it. It's already been put in. We're going with the Bulls plus 9.5 versus the Bucks. This is how you win. This is how you win betting. In all seriousness, you pick games that literally stink to high heaven, and this game does. When I look at this game, I look at betting the Bulls plus 9.5 versus the Bucks. Everything in my brain says bet the Bucks minus 9.5. I just do. But you don't watch this shit. You don't watch this show. You don't watch this channel because you want to just bet what everybody else bets. You bet to fucking win. And let me tell you that right now, I hate this play, and this is why I must bet it. And honestly, I think that Lonzo looked a lot better than I thought he'd look against Pelicans, him being back. The Bulls have all the sharp money. All the sucker money is on the Bucks right now. Because if you look at just one of the sports books in particular, DraftKings in particular, in the NBA today, they have pulling up right now. The split on this is insane. Right now, 26% of the bets are on the Bulls. Well, 74% is on the Bucks. 58% of the money is on the Bulls right now. That is an insane difference. And I just think the Bulls will lose this game. They always lose these games, but they're gonna keep it way closer than people think. Give me the Bulls plus 9.5 versus the Bucks. Again, it scares the shit out of me. I don't really have a lot of analysis for it as far as like matchups go because it's hard to justify. But this is just one of those games I just think the Bulls are going to be up for. The Bucks will not. The Bucks just came off a huge win against Philly, even though Philly was super shorthanded. But I like the Bulls plus 9.5 versus the Bucks. Next, go with the Jazz plus 3.5 versus Golden State. The Jazz are going to surprise some people this year. I think they're going to be a lot better than people think, and they're going to fight for a top 8 seed. And I think that's genuinely what's going to happen. First off, I like their size. Like, Lauri Markkanen is a great... The fact they could put him at the 4 is a big deal. I think Walker Kessler is actually a really strong center. And they're also at home in this game. And the Warriors don't have the size to compete with the Jazz in this game. Plus, I'm getting somehow plus 3.5 in this spot. I just don't know how they're going to give that to me. And the sharp money is on them again. I mean, it's again, very similar to the Bulls game where it is a little stinky. But I really like this. I like the plus. I mean, listen, 85% of the best, 85% of the money is on Golden State. This is just like yesterday with the Vikings and the Rams. No, they're not going to let you win. Like, if you bet the Warriors, they're not going to let you win this game. The Jazz are going to come out. They're going to win this game pretty, I think, honestly. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I think it's like one of those games where it's a 6-point game. Jazz are up by 6 with like a minute and a half left. They end up winning. So I really like the Jazz here in this game. I like their size. I like their coaching. I like that they're at home. And I like the fact that Golden State played in Golden State last game. Now it's to travel to Utah. They don't have the vision familiarity to shoot like the Jazz do. And the Jazz scored 116 points against the Grizzlies. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. So give me the Jazz plus 3.5 versus Golden State. Next, we're going to jump to the World Series. We're going with Yankees first 5 money line minus 104 versus the Dodgers. Both these lineups are awesome. Both these bullpens are really good. But what I really see in this game is 2 things. Number 1 is I see Garrett Cole being a lot better than Flaherty. Flaherty has been horrible in the playoffs, and I mean horrible. And by the way, this is exactly what he did last year with the Orioles. He was bad in the playoffs, and they're going to start him in Game 1. I think it's a really, really dumb decision. I think it's a really dumb decision starting him in Game 1 of the World Series against Garrett freaking Cole. And Garrett Cole's been here before with the Astros. He's been here before with the Yankees. Not quite in the World Series, but he's pitched in the playoffs, and actually has looked very, very good in this postseason. I think what ends up happening in this game is that the Yankees jump on Flaherty. I think Cole's able to hold them off for the first 5. And then I think when the bullpens come in, eventually the Yankees are going to put in Clay Holmes. He's going to blow a gigantic lead. And the Dodgers will win the game outright. But I think the Yankees win the first 5. So give me the Yankees first 5, minus 104 versus the Dodgers here today. Next, go the under 6.5 in New York and New Jersey. This game is going way under. New York was one of the lowest scoring teams last year in the entire NHL. Same thing with New Jersey. Both these teams looked lost offensively. Give me the under 6.5 in that game. And then we're going to go with the, oh my God, what's going on? Oh, the under 6.5. Under 6.5 in Nashville and Chicago. Chicago's been under team last year. They're under team this year. Nashville, same sort of thing. Nashville now got all these great players, and somehow they're 1-5. I don't know how that's possible. I think this is a really, really tight competitive game. So give me the under 6.5 Nashville and Chicago. Now, I might be adding some more NBA plays today. If I do, I'll post those in the I'll post those in the pinned comment below and on my Twitter. And members, you'll have those texted to you. And by the way, everybody, on top of that, we did give you guys our plays, but we do have today 4 members only best bets. Those are our 4 favorite bets of the entire day. You can get this at zdmbets.com/picks. 4 picks, $65, not $650, not $6,500. 4 plays, $65 a day. You can get this at zdmbets.com/picks. The website is linked in the comments below. As a member, you get all our members only best bets every single day, which was profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you do have a direct line to me. So in a game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back of any game you're considering betting. And you go our free picks on YouTube, send to you before these videos come out. That would take advantage of early lines, early odds. The website, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks. So, guys, go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.